Do you ever find yourself getting so close to your goals, these dreams that you've been working on, and then you're right there, you're right at the edge of it, and then something happens inside of you and you pull back, or you avoid, or you procrastinate, or you self-sabotage? No judgment. So many of us catch ourselves in the hamster wheel of self-sabotage. It's not our fault. Whether it is struggling with procrastination, that relentless voice in your head that is telling you to play small, or second guessing of what ifs and self-doubt, just know that self-sabotage is part of the human experience, and many of us find our own battles with it. Today, I want to talk about the connection between self-sabotage and should. You see, should is a powerful word, and I just wonder, how often do you should your pants? No judgment. You see, so many of us lean into the language of should because it gives us a sense of control. It makes us feel like, man, if I should have done that. And our brain starts to hold on to that control and feel like, man, if only. Now, the catch with the language of should and shoulding our pants is that it puts us in this place of self-doubt. It puts us in this place of not enoughness. And it can be a really big catalyst in continuing our own pattern of self-sabotage. If you are someone who struggles with this, take a big breath, because today for our Thursday Tickles, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this connection, and I'm going to share with you one powerful thing that you can start to implement in your life today to start breaking away from self-sabotage. I'm Des Caminos, everybody, and I'm an embodiment and somatic practitioner. And so hello, my Women of Wisdom Facebook community, and hello, Instagram. So take a moment and think about, how is self-sabotage showing up in your life? How does it manifest in your day-to-day? Does it show up in procrastination? Does it show up in avoidance, in playing small, in holding yourself back? For me personally, my self-sabotage used to show up by overextending. I was the queen of overachieving. I wore my efficiency and how busy my calendar was and how much I could do. That overworking, I wore that as a badge of honor. And drop a yes in the comments if you can relate to that, of really just finding so much self-worth and how much you are doing. Now, the catch of that in my own journey was it led to me overextending myself and never fully committing to one thing. I could show up half booty in these areas and allow myself to lean into the excuse of, I was too busy, I didn't have time. If that resonates, know that you are not alone. So what is it about this should that is so powerful, and how is it really connected to self-sabotage? Well, I mentioned that when we should ourselves, it really puts us in that place of self-doubt, of not enoughness. We look at whatever it is that we have done in our life that we are shoulding, whether it is with a person or with a goal, and we find ourselves saying, man, I could have done better. And thinking about how that would make you feel. Have you ever had a point in time in your life where you were doing the best that you could, and someone came up and said, man, you should have done it better. You could have done it differently. How did that make you feel? When you are in that place of should, you are giving that same judgment, that same comparison, that same fear of failure to that version of yourself that made that decision. And I'm here to tell you that everything you think, feel, and do is valid, and it's for a reason. Snoozed your alarm 10 times and was late to that meeting? Why? Did you wake up with restless or anxious thoughts? Did you stay out too late partying? Did you get caught up in a really exciting or exhilarating movie? No judgment. But when we can really step out underneath the blanket of should, which comes with guilt and shame and just self-doubt and that comparison spiral, then we get to step into our empowerment. We get to step back into our sovereignty and say, hey, you know what? Instead of shoulding myself, I'm going to validate myself. I'm going to validate why I snooze my alarms. When we go into that place of should, it stops us in our tracks. We aren't able to take empowered action because we're looking at all that we've done through the lens of guilt and not enoughness. So my loving dear friend, what would happen if you could take off that lens of not enoughness and just start to validate yourself and your own experiences? Validation allows you to feel seen and heard. So if you could break away from the lens of not enoughness and step into a life, a daily life of validation, how do you think that would impact your self-sabotage? How different would your life be if you could work that muscle of validation and as a result, strengthen the accompanying muscles of self-worth and inner trust? What can you validate yourself for? Because I know that you do so much. Everyone, these are my Thursday tickles, a time where I come in and I tickle you with information for your personal expansion. Why? So you can navigate all of life's challenges and adventures. And if you are someone who is struggling with self-sabotage, drop a me in the chat. No judgment, even if it's for a friend. I've got a free PDF on 5 ways to end self-sabotage. And I'd be honored to share it with you from my heart to yours, because we are all in this together. I'm Des Caminos, everybody. Follow for more resources Instagram into my Women of Wisdom community. Know that I'll be dropping the link to that PDF, and I'm going to be bringing in a lot more resources over the next couple of days on self-sabotage. And for those of you who would like to join, you can find the link in my bio. Everyone, I hope you have an amazing and radiant day because you deserve it. Bye, everyone. I'll see you soon. Awkward time where I get off live. Goodbye, Women of Wisdom. Mwah!